Hi, I'm Bradford Heap, chef owner of Salt in Colterra, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the last couple of months of business. And we had a pretty good summer. I think a lot of people were doing the staycation and staying close to home, maybe doing a driving vacation, and we had a lot of people coming to Colorado, and it's been a good summer. We actually made it to the first year. August 31st was the first anniversary of Salt, and feeling pretty good about that. And as far as Salt goes, I think now is the time when we're really focusing on concentrating our effort on a better quality product. Just from the time that the customer walks in the door till the time the customer leaves, every interaction that the staff has with the guest, we want to make sure that we're really adding value, and we're giving people a great experience and a reason to come back here. I know there's a lot of obstacles that we don't have to face that we had in our first year: financial obstacles, training obstacles, infrastructure obstacles. When we opened up, we didn't even have all the stuff that we needed, necessarily all the small wares and whatnot. So we were kind of limping along for the first couple months, and thank God that the business was as good as it was, because we were able to retire some debt from the amount that I spent over and above what we had. And now we're into the point where I have a small group of investors, and I've been able to pay them back a dividend, and we've been making payments on our bank loan, and business has been good. So I feel like it's a real blessing. And again, now it's just time to refocus our energy on really looking at where we can get better. How can we buy food better to pass that value on to the customer, keeping our prices as low as possible and still remaining true to the way that we buy our food, so as much local products as we can put on the menu, primarily the local produce, and then using meats that are that never have antibiotics, never have hormones. And that's really, I think, one of the topics that's going to be coming up, and it's going to be in the next year, is a really hot issue: antibiotics in factory farm meats and the growth hormones in factory farm meats. And they're making a correlation between MRSA and some of the other superbugs. So, at our restaurants, we never serve any of the factory farm meats. So I feel really good about that, and still trying to be competitive in our price structure. And that's really my goal: is how do I use maybe some of the lesser cuts that are a little bit, everything is more expensive if it's less treated and it's not factory farmed. So I think what we're trying to do is put that out there in the most authentic way possible, and focus on the guest experience. I'm really focusing on training my kitchen staff. So I'm just feel like my role really needs to be, that of a cooking instructor, and just really teaching, let my chefs run both of the restaurants on the day-to-day basis. And then I just want to go in and train, and get people to really understand the why and the wherefore of what we're doing, and really drive that home and make sure it's in the front of their mind. They're focused, they're coming into work on time every day and ready to go. And I think the reason that we have been successful at Colterra and Salt is the fact that I have really great employees. We have unbelievable talent at both restaurants on the management level, with the wait staff, and in the kitchen we've got a really solid team. So one of the things I've been trying to do is be really grateful for them, find things that they're doing right, not always hammer on them, and be supportive of them in their learning process, and really try to do the best I can to explain exactly what I'm looking for. And then in that way they'll know what to do, and we'll have a kind of an understanding, so I'm feeling, it's been a great year. I think we have to focus on, in the second year, getting a lot better. And there's some new restaurants opening, and there's people ask me if I'm worried, if I'm concerned about it, and it doesn't affect me one bit, because all I do is I come into the restaurant every day and I try to figure out how to make it better, and I focus on what I can control and what I can do something about, and what I can do and have any influence over is what we do at this restaurant. And so we've really tried to do a lot of community outreach and community support for all the different events that come up in the auctions and silent auctions and the fundraisers, and I think that puts us in a good place as well. So I'm hoping that we can continue and build on the success of our first year, and trying to consistently get better with our product, and pretty excited.